What if I told you that the very first thing God ever revealed to Prophet Muhammad, the very first word of the entire religion of Islam, was not pray, not fast, and not believe? What if the first word was simply, read? Stay with me, because this one fact changes everything about how you understand Islam. The year is approximately 610 CE. We are in Mecca, in what is now Saudi Arabia. A 40-year-old man named Muhammad retreats, as he often does, to a small cave on a mountain called Hira, just above the city. He goes there to think, to seek truth in a world he finds deeply lacking. He cannot read. He has no formal education. He is what the Quran would later call al-ummi, the unlettered prophet. On this night, the Archangel Gabriel appears, and he delivers one command: Iqra, read. Muhammad answers honestly, I cannot read. 3 times, the command comes. 3 times, the same honest answer. And then the full revelation arrives. Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man what he knew not. These are the first 5 verses of the Quran, the opening words of an entire religion, and every single one of them is about knowledge, writing, and the human mind. Not ritual, not law, knowledge. Now, here is why this is so significant. When you build anything, a business, a family, a movement, a civilization, your first move shapes everything that comes after. The first thing you prioritize becomes the foundation of what you build. God's first command for Islam was, learn, not submit. Not obey without question. Learn. This is a profound statement about what this religion is, at its core. Islam does not ask you to turn off your brain. It does not ask you to follow blindly. From the very first word, God was saying clearly, your mind matters. Use it. And the Prophet spent the rest of his life modeling this. He said, seeking knowledge is an obligation on every Muslim. He said, the scholars are the heirs of the prophets. He said, seek knowledge even if it takes you to China, in a time when China was the farthest imaginable place. This is a religion that made learning a religious duty. From the very first word. Let me show you what happens when an entire civilization takes this command seriously. From roughly 700 CE to 1200 CE, 5 centuries, the Muslim world was the undisputed global center of human knowledge. While Europe was struggling through its dark ages, Baghdad, Cairo, and Cordoba were home to the most advanced hospitals, universities, and libraries on Earth. Muslim scholars were doing things that the rest of the world would not catch up to for centuries. Al-Khwarizmi invented algebra. His name became our word, algorithm. His book gave us the word, algebra. He lived in the 9th century. He took the command of Iqra and ran with it. Ibn Sina, known in the West as Avicenna, wrote the canon of medicine. It was the standard medical textbook in European universities for 600 years. Ibn al-Haytham described how light and vision work. Isaac Newton built on his work over 600 years later. Al-Zarawi designed surgical instruments that are still recognizable in operating rooms today. Al-Biruni calculated the circumference of the Earth with an accuracy the rest of the world wouldn't match for centuries. This was not a coincidence. This was the direct result of a divine command. Read, learn, seek. An entire civilization took God's first word seriously, and it changed the course of human history. So what does the command of Iqra mean for you today? If you are someone curious about Islam, exploring it for the first time, trying to understand it honestly, I want you to hear this clearly. Your curiosity is not a problem in Islam. It is the starting point. The first command God gave was to learn. Your questions, your desire to understand, your refusal to accept things without thinking them through, that is not a barrier to Islam. That is what Islam asked of you from the very beginning. Ask everything, seek everything, because a faith built on knowledge can handle every question you bring to it. And if you are already a Muslim, new to the faith or years into it, ask yourself honestly, are you living the command of Iqra? Not just reciting, not just practicing habits inherited from childhood. Are you actually learning? Are you reading with reflection? Are you growing in understanding? Because Iqra was not a one-time command for one prophet in one cave. It is an ongoing command for every human being, in every generation, who wants to know their Creator. The first word God revealed to humanity through Islam was a single command: read. Not because it was easy, not because reading is always comfortable, but because truth requires effort. And a faith worth having is a faith worth understanding. 1,400 years later, that word is still calling you. If you want to learn more about Islam, the real Islam, explained clearly and without compromise, check the links in the description below. We have courses, guides, and content designed for people who want genuine understanding. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every single one. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you.